Let's see, somewhere that we can get to. All right, so there's an exit over here, and exit over here. Let's just see if we can get over here to Canyons. Okay, so it actually says that it's going to get out onto this road, go all the way around. There is an exit here and here at different levels, both of which would make more sense probably than going out this exit. So we'll see if that's actually what it does. And then if it did this other one, let's see that. So it actually can't turn left out of here. So it would actually have to do U-turn. I wonder if we should try that. There's a median here, so it cannot turn left. Let's see if it tries to turn left, or if it just corrects and does something different to get over to this destination. So getting out of this parking deck, you can start from park. It does reverse immediately, so that's good. Of course, we're not going the easiest way out of the parking deck. We obviously could have gone the other direction, and that would have actually made more sense, but that's okay. Went the hard way in, might as well go the hard way out. I like how it actually goes slow around these walls here. There's not much visibility, and it's actually a pretty tight parking garage if there's actually cars parked in it. So I definitely agree with going around these corners slowly. Okay, so that is interesting. For some reason it thought that it needed to go down this row. This is actually going back right where we came from. So hopefully it doesn't get stuck in a loop here. We do need to go further to go down. We're on level 5 right now. I believe level 3 is where we came in on. There's also an exit on 2 and 1. All right. We appear to be stuck in a loop on level 5. Hopefully it will just get out of this loop eventually. So we need to go straight here. We need to go straight. Don't turn right. It's just going to continue to turn right. All right, so that's 3 times. Still has not decided. Oh. Now we're going to go back up, which is clearly not correct. All right, so my patience is definitely wearing thin. If it does not start going back down after this loop, I am going to take control, at least to get us down past level 5, to see if it will start to go the right way. Yeah, so still just stuck in a loop. All right, so we're going to go to the right here. I'm just manually driving it out, at least down past level 5 here, because level 5 is where it got stuck before. So here we are. This is where it got stuck before in an infinite loop. So now we're continuing on down to level 4. Did have to disengage. Not sure how long it would have taken for it to figure out what it was doing, but it just seemed like it was going to go around in circles forever. Okay, so this is fine. We can go this way, but we need to go right. We need to go right up here. Do not go left. It's going left. All right, taking control again. Again, this is fine. We can turn right here, but we need to turn right again at this point. And for some reason, it keeps wanting to turn left. All right. Well, I did a good job waiting for this guy who just went in through here like crazy. That's why you gotta be slow around those things. So, good job to the car. All right, so here's where it thinks it needs to turn left, and it can't turn left. So the car seems to realize that it can only turn right, as is obvious with the median here and everything. So that's good. But will it try to do a U-turn? Yes, it appears that it wants to do a U-turn here, which it cannot do. So I guess it's going to instead turn left when it gets a chance. I'm not sure what that person's doing. All right, so here we go. We're getting kind of stuck in another area here, it seems like. Would actually prefer not to be where we're at. So let's see what it does here. It's going to get stuck in this parking lot potentially. We do need to turn around whenever possible. So, okay, it's going to... All right, it's going to do a 3-point turn here. That would be fine. It's doing so very slowly, but safely. Okay. Back on the way out. Very bright. So we're going directly at the sun here. And at this point we can go straight across. That would be the most efficient way to get there. It looks like we are going to go straight across. Okay. Nope. It's saying it's going to turn right. That's not the best choice. Navigation says that we should just go straight across. Car thinks it's going to turn right. If we are not going straight, I'm going to disengage and go straight because we should not be turning here. I went ahead and turned the turn signal off just to not confuse the person behind us here. And turned it back on. All right. So definitely confusing. It was signaling right that it was going to go to the right a little bit and then straight, which doesn't make much sense. So that was confusing for the person behind us, I'm sure, but it did go straight, which is the correct way to go, or at least the most efficient way to go. And here is the spot that we actually could have gotten out of the parking deck before if it had figured out how to go down the parking deck correctly. However, it did not. So we're going to go down this road, and then at this point it should be pretty straightforward and easy for it to get to the destination. I'm not going to let it park here. There's probably no parking available, but if there is, I definitely don't want to try to let it park there. But it might just stop in front of our destination. Hard to say. So we are turning right here. Okay, there is actually parking available. It's actually paid parking, so I'm not going to let it park. But it looks like it's just going to stop. All right. So since there's somebody coming behind me, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. So yes, the the car was able to find the parking deck and was able to end up parking, although it went all the way up to the top unnecessarily. It didn't just take the first available parking space, which in my opinion would have made the most sense. Just park in the first available space. However, it was not able to get out of the parking deck, or at least it was beyond my patience to let it get out of the parking deck after going through the same loop over and over and over again. So interesting testing with FSD version 13.2.9 in a parking deck, and it's really not supported at this point, it would seem. So hopefully version 14 will have an update that actually allows it to handle parking decks more appropriately. That is, I guess, an edge case, and it's not really supported for parking at the moment. So makes sense that maybe it doesn't do that, but it's something that's going to have to be able to figure out how to do. So anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.